Hello, world, and welcome to another segment of The United States is Shit, and I'm complaining about it. It's your boy Sogun here, and we are talking about the United States problems right now. Brought to you by that guy. Alright, so I have been thinking a lot lately. I know, it's weird. Fat guy doing thinking. What are we gonna do? But we had one. The President, Donald Trump, which everyone called fat and incompetent. Apparently, a lot of us fat guys can accomplish much, including becoming president, because there have been several fat guy presidents, including Theodore Roosevelt. So, while I've been thinking about this and pondering what are we going to do about this incompetent president, and the real thing is, there's nothing we can do, because we didn't elect him, first off. No, his corporate flunkies under the Democratic Party decided to rig votes, change ballots, and everything else to get him elected. It's really quite sad. And because of that, we are now faced with problems, such as Hunter Biden. He is a problem. Because as Joe Biden once said when on the presidential trail to becoming president, no one is above the law. Nobody. I distinctly remember him saying this, and at the time, he was trying to be very true to it, considering it was his way of attacking the former president, Donald Trump. And I just gotta say, if then, while using it to attack the president, the former president, that no one is above the law, man, he was lying up his ass. Because his son most certainly is above the law. Definitely. So is Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, and a whole host of other people such as Schumer and what's that one guy's name? Oh my god. Adam Schiff. Yeah. He's definitely above the law. He made all kind of lies and allegations as well. General Milley is a fucking snake in the grass. I wouldn't trust him with anything anymore. But the biggest problem I have is that Joe Biden is the perfect puppet. And if nobody's ever seen it, and realized it yet, he is the perfect pawn and puppet to be president. I mean, he takes breaks all the time. He disappears all the time. He goes to bed, supposedly, at noon. He'll cancel his whole day at noon. And frankly, what do you think he does during his cancel time? My thought is he decides to have meetings with the so-called elites or special interest groups that his son is tied to still. Whether that's video calls, actual calls, or in-person meetings hidden out in a bunker of the basement of the White House, is totally different on whichever one he's doing. But I'm pretty sure he's still doing his sneaky ass shit. I really am. And the rest of you guys think he's on the up and up. Just remember, he's controllable. It's kind of like when you have a grandparent with dementia and you go, hey, you just gave me a piece of candy, when actually they did, but you're saying they didn't. I think I said that wrong. Oh well. The point is, you're asking for a second piece of candy or a third or a fourth when they don't remember giving you the first, or the second, or the third, and everything else. Then you have Kamala Harris, who, oh my god, that woman couldn't even run a presidential campaign of her own, let alone do anything for Joe. Her whole goal seems to be making Joe look bad, and in turn, it makes her look bad. So she's definitely not a great person to be around. Hunter Biden himself, I have never met anyone so incompetent or idiotic or anything. If anyone else gets in power and looks into his actual laptop, or anything else he owns, or hey, just the multitude of images and videos on the public side of things, he is going to jail forever if anybody's interested in that shit ever. And then and I wouldn't be surprised if he spent time at Jeffrey Epstein's island along with anybody else involved with that. Anyway, the other thing is we had Donald Trump, who did all this work and everything else, and the media still finds ways to go, it's his fault. What is his fault? The fact that we have vaccines up the wazoo? The fact that everybody was doing better? The fact that my paycheck and my SSDI actually went towards something? But no, now I gotta put all my money into everything else, and you know what I get for myself? Nothing. Zip. Zero. Everything gets taken up by everyone else. Everybody wants their piece of the pie. And not just the regular piece, they want the whole pie. It seems lately. But no, Democrats also can't agree on how to save the economy or anything else. So it's not helpful. They want to do all this infrastructure stuff when stuff we've already implemented or simple ways to do it. And I swear to God, if a illegal immigrant gets any money, not even 1 cent of reparations from Biden, I say right now, every single American should get a $5 million check before these stupid freaking Democrats give any money to people who broke the law before, after, during, or any time coming into this country. Because some of those people did it multiple times entering this country and got kicked out after each one. So if they're going to give anybody any money, they should be giving the American people $5 million each. Because you know what? With the amount of money they're printing, it's not going to be long before that money's nothing. So they should give us all $5 million before it's fucking nothing. Because they start giving these illegal immigrants, these like 2 million in the past year that came through illegally, that they're like, oh my God, they took their kids, blah, blah. You know what? Anybody who goes to jail gets their kids taken away. But oh my God, this is shit. You broke a law when you came in here. Count it as jail. The camps, count them as jail. That's all I gotta say. You gotta be processed, you're going to jail until we process you. Because you did enter illegally. You broke a law. Point is, every American, if you're gonna do that, should get $5 million or more. If you're gonna give them at least, $1 million in reparations to them, we should be getting $5 million or more for each U.S. citizen who has to put up with the garbage that's gonna come after that. Because there are plenty, if not millions of Americans who will take that money and be responsible with it. Some won't. Some definitely won't. But there are way more that'll be responsible with that than there will be that'll be destructive with that. And that's what I gotta say about that. But if you really want to destroy the country, invite China. Well, I mean, we'll take them out, because every American will start fighting China, whether you want to help us or not. And if we have to, if the Democrats really want to start sending people after the United States people, the people of the United States, we'll just start fighting his army too. Because you aren't going to win. Eventually, you're going to push the American citizens into a corner and a ball so tightly wound that we're just going to explode on you. And enough is going to be enough. And if this first year is any indication as to how badly the next 4 years are going to go, and if the last election is any indication of how the next elections will go, you bet your ass we are going to explode on this democracy as American citizens, and we will do things that no history has ever seen before to get it back. No one in history has ever seen to get it back. And we will get the United States back as citizens, not as a government. Okay? And we hopefully will have supporters from former governments. But I bet you want another civil war, Biden? Keep doing what you're doing, because you're gonna have it. And that's just my opinion, because you're gonna have it. And also, keep letting your son get away with things, because you know what, people won't. People don't like that either. Keep letting other people break into stores and steal and burn and loot and everything else. People don't like that either. Why do I gotta work my butt off and still not make ends meet? Oh, that's because I live in a red state. That's right. Can't just burn shit down and break shit open. That's right. Red state. Anyway, so we do want things to go back to normal. They're not going to go back to normal fast enough. And quite honestly, the first people that we'll make change with will be you guys. All the Democratic Party. And all the liberals who keep crying wolf all the time. Because we will. If we have to fight you, this is what we'll do. For the country. If we have to fight you for the country, we're coming after you. You know, and that's what we'll do. With that, have a good day. Later.